Hello there, Lance again. I almost feel like saying like Williams did, hello Vietnam. I was getting to that stage really. But one of the things I did forget originally was to start at the very bottom, the foundation, which is your feet and calves and ankles. So I thought before we go too much further, I should fit it in now. And then we can, after this, in the next video, we can make up a small pattern of exercise, a pattern that you can follow. It doesn't have to be somebody new at it. It doesn't have to be a person who knows nothing about exercise. This can be done by people who know a hell of a lot about exercise because they're the ones that need it. They go to the gym, they get into a pattern of bench presses, cable pull downs, bench rowing. That's their life, individualistic muscles. They're the ones that need it more than the individual who knows nothing. So I would strongly suggest that you all look at it. So I'm going to do the feet and the ankles and the calves now. And then next video I'll put together a series of exercises of what we've already told you. And you can then do that in so many circuits or whatever. But in the meantime, we'll start this first. Right, so the first thing, well, you have to have your shoes off, by the way. Yeah, you must do this without your shoes on. Because the basic point of this is that you've got to stop plantar fascia, you've got to stop all this. Once your feet start going, I can assure you that it's the foundation. It is the thing that actually does the whole of your body. Right, so your feet are there, put them on the ground. Right. Now, you don't have to flatten your feet, you don't have to push with your feet, you just got to feel them. Now you know all this. Start pulling your toes along the carpet so that your arch, as if you're picking something up with your feet. No, don't bend your toes, let your toes curl, and you'll see the arches start coming up. And then relax and do it again. You'll see the arch lifting. So what you're doing, the longitudinal are pulling, and they're pulling, and you're starting to move the plantar fascia and all the parts of your bones and everything. It's not just your feet that's moving now. You're moving all the muscle attachments, all those muscle attachments come into your calves. Right, so you do that a few times. After you finish that, bring your feet back into the ballerina. Bring it right back, your toes pressing into the ground, your toes press, so that you're actually forcing your toes, which is causing an enormous stretch along the ball of the foot. You can always stand up on that without any problems at all. You do that, hold that for a few seconds, do it again. Right, after you've done that, I'm rushing this a little bit because it's boring. Right, so then bring your feet back again. Now after you've done that, you must turn your feet on its sides as far as you can. Now this one's important because the peroneal muscles come down there, the tendons go through and they create havoc where you get pains all over the place. So press down and pull apart as if you're pulling it apart. You can't, but just, do you feel the tension in the pull? Where do you feel it? That's correct. There's the peroneal muscle, both the brevis and the longus, and they go along and the ligaments go through and cause all sorts of problems. Right, after you've done that, bring your feet back, separate your legs a little bit, bring your knees together. Now again, the way you don't, if you've got peroneal pains and the ligaments, you don't stretch them anymore, you strengthen them. Now this is the way to strengthen it. Lift your feet off the ground, that's it, pull your toes up as high as you can. Now flare them out as if you're spanning them. No, keep your knees together. Oh. Bring your feet a little bit closer. No, closer to each other. Now, do you feel the pulls? Right, whereabouts? That's correct. So you're trying to pull now out. Now bring them in as far as you can. In, and then once again, up and fan out. Keep your knees together. You follow? Right, so you've done that now. So now you've got, if you lifted your big toe, or any of your feet, you see all those tendons there. Each of those tendons are attached to muscles within in your feet, in your calves, and in front of your calf. So they're important now that you start the stretch taking place. So I want you now to turn your foot over. So the outside of that, that's it. Push forward. No, don't do what you did.
Oh, so do that way?
That's it. Now see, the heel's off the ground. That side of the foot here is pushing down and pretend to pull forward. Do you feel a pull?
You're at the front.
Now I hope you're watching this very carefully. And remember, that's important. Right, relax. Where did you feel at that time? Right, so now you're stretching all those things I'm telling you about. Right, now, after you've done that, you've got to take the whole leg. So turn to your side, lie down to your right side, take the foot and flatten it. Don't bring the knee too low. Push down, like trying to get the angle there, and pull forward. Can you feel the pull?
Mm-hmm.
Now you're stretching the whole leg, which is also including the anterior tibialis muscle. I told you I wouldn't mention too many names, but it's important to describe which one. It's the muscle where you get shin splints. So you can see what's happening there. She's pushing down and she's pulling forward. If you bring your knee too low, you won't get that angle of lift. So we understand that? Good. Right, now after you've done that, so you've stretched, I want you to stretch one of the most important ones of all, which causes heel spurs and plantar fasciitis, is your soleus muscle. That's your calf muscle. So I want you to sit there on the edge of your chair a little bit, take your left leg and slide it back as far as you can, or your right leg, as far as you can, keeping the heel on the ground, and make sure that foot is pointing directly forward. You get me? Right. Now slowly, put your hand on your calf and lean forward, pushing the knee forward. This knee forward. Just put. Are you feeling a stretch?
Yes.
Good.
Yeah.
Now there, exactly where she's feeling that stretch is the soleus muscle. Gastrocnemius, soleus. So when you stretch the soleus, both the gastro and the soleus tendon attach to your Achilles tendon. So you're now stretching it, which is saving you from getting spurs, plantar fasciitis, etc. Right, relax now. So that is doing your legs and some parts of your calf. Now, the other thing that you have to do is work your calves. This is very, very important. Before you do these stretches, always work the big muscles, because when you work them, you shorten them. Then after you work them, you stretch. So do this, but when you're strengthening your muscles, don't do it every day. Do it every second day to give them a break, because muscle only grows when you rest. So for the calf work, I should have done this first, really. For the calf work, I want you to stand with both feet facing forward. You can use a chair to hold on to if you want to at the side. Right, there. Now, all you do first of all, we've got to cut it short. I'm not doing as much. I want you to come up on your toes, up and drag your calves up as far as you can, and then down. Do that 5 times. Now, she's not going to do it 5 times. You're going to do it 5 times. And after you've done that, you then do quite fast, 20 times. So up and down fast. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just do 5. Do you get it? So you do 5, dragging the calves up. Then you do fast ones straight after it. Okay, now that's the first one. You've got 3 lots of muscle there. The next one is turn your feet out. Drag the calves up. 1. Drag it up, hold it for a few seconds, down. Drag it up and hold it, down. Now, up and down, fast. Keep the feet pointing out. 3, 4, 5, right? And even now you start feeling a little bit of pull. Now you've done that, so you've taken it forward, directly forward, you've taken it out. Now the third lot is move the feet in. Now this one, be a little bit careful, because you might not notice it, but the tendency is for the feet to be pulled out, or one foot to be pulled out, so watch it. Ready? Pull it up. Up and drag the calf up. Drag the calf up. Hold it for the count of 2 or 3. Do 1 more time. Now 5 times. Up and down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Got it? So you do that 5 times, drag it up, 20 times fast. Now when you get better at it, you can do some more repetition, but that's what you want to start with. Once you've done, now that's a strength exercise, so I want you to only do it every 2nd day, or even every 3rd day, right? Once you've done that, you've got to stretch it. Now the stretching is fairly easy. Most of you know that. Pull the chair around, the back of the chair facing that way, sideways like you did stand. That one is the long and the short. 1 leg forward, 1 leg back. Toes pointing directly forward, and slowly ease your body forward. Keeping it upright, don't bend the chest. Bring your bum forward. Can you feel a pull? Mm-hmm. Don't let the bum go backwards. Take your bum backwards and let your body bend. You've done nothing. It must remain like that. When you're moving forward, that's it. Hold that, do that, hold that for the count of 10, do it 5 times. Alright? Now you're already doing the soleus. That's for the gastro. You're doing the soleus when I taught you to slide your leg backwards and move forward. So that's the one I want you to do. So after you've done your up on your toes, you do that one, and then you do the ones that I've just shown you for your feet and ankles. I hope you understand that, and I hope you could really appreciate it, because if you get that going, the rest of you will really start recovering. Thank you very much indeed.